Jamie here, back with another video. Today we're gonna set up the stance mode. So as you can see right here, there's the stance offset, there's a rear offset, there's an exit stance to. I usually set the exit stance to low. I set it for default. Standard, that's medium. I do it low, and because I set it to low and I enable the low is very low, so whenever I exit the stance, the car will go back to very low because this is my setting. I recommend set the offset. Every car is a little bit different. So for example, if I do -50, it will tell you my max 28, 54. But you might wonder why I got a -37. So the car is kind of, it has its own way to set this number. So for examples, I cannot go more than the 28 just now. So if I put -10 for examples, like that, and if I want to go -37, it won't let me. However, I just had to set whatever offset on the rear, and that allowed me to go for -37. So you see, now I changed the value. So I'm able to set -37, and I just set the rear back to 0, just like that. You do have to click the save setting. So let me demonstrate that. Let me show you exactly what happened when you just got the module. So this is kind of the screen you will be looking at when you first plug in the module. And the first thing I will do is just try to max out the system, and you can know exactly the minimum you can do. So -28, so you just go and put -28 like that, and then just set the rear offset to whatever number. I'll just put 1 for examples, click save setting, and now you go back in and just do the same, max out, and 37. So that's, so I just do -37, okay, and then put the rear offset to 0 and click save settings. Now it's all set. You're ready to use the stance mode. So as you can see, this is more like an overall height. What that does is overall the whole car lower -37 millimeter according to the system. It's not directly to exactly 37 millimeter. But this pretty much air out the whole car, front and rear. So if you ask me, hey Jamie, what happens if I set my rear offset to 50? What happens if I do this? So basically, your front end will squat all the way down, and your rear will lift up all the way up. That's how it's gonna happen. If you set this to positive, your front end will lift it up, and if you set the rear offset to negative, the rear will go down like that. So it's like a Caroline squat basically. So this is how you set up the stance mode. So let me just go back 0 like that, and you can see the next video. I'll explain how to activate the stance mode.